We normally associate Chile with moderately priced wines, which are of pretty good quality too. This week we're going slightly upmarket. A Chilean red, which is also very, very French. And it's coming right up. Hi guys, welcome to yet another edition of Big on Wine, the show which, as you probably know by now, brings you news, clues and reviews. Indeed, it tries to keep you up to speed about just about everything in the world of wine. Yes, we're back, and we're back in my back garden, and very beautiful it is out here too. My wine of the week for this week is indeed from Chile, and it's this one here, and it goes under the name of Lapostolle Cuvée Alexandre Merlot, and the vintage is 2014. Now this wine here comes in for a slightly upmarket price of just under €20 a bottle where I am. All right, let me fill you in on the backstory to this wine. This is a wine produced by the Lapostolle vineyard. In fact, the name of the vineyard is Apalta, and the Apalta vineyard can be found in the Valle de Cochagua, which is in Chile, of course. The vineyard was established by Alexandre Marnier Lapostolle, a French woman who is in fact the great granddaughter of the inventor of Grand Marnier, would you believe? And the vineyard is in Santa Cruz, about 175 kilometers or so southwest of the capital, Santiago. Now, in this area of Chile, they have a relatively dry, arid Mediterranean climate. Okay, now this wine is a little bit upmarket, as I said before. What makes it a little bit upmarket is that the grapes are harvested by hand. There's also a great deal of strict grape selection, only the best grapes going into this wine. They're using native yeast, and the wine also spends 14 months in mature oak barrels. The wine is principally Merlot, but there's also a touch of the Carmenère grape in there as well. So principally Merlot, but it is in fact a blend with the Carmenère. 14.5% alcohol and just 3 grams per litre of residual sugar. So in keeping with many Chilean red wines, just that little touch of residual sugar to soften the wine just a little. All right, let's take a look at the wine in the glass. And as we can see, the colour of the wine in the glass is a very, very deep ruby red kind of colour. Looks extremely appealing in the glass. Dark ruby, I think I would classify that as, with perhaps a little bit of a touch of cherry colouring in the mix as well. So somewhere between dark ruby and cherry in the glass. All right, let's see how this behaves in the nose. Here we go, let's try it out. Now this has a very distinctive Merlot typical aroma to it. I'm getting immediate notes here of oak and principally red fruit in the nose. Let's see if we can be a little bit more specific about that. I'm thinking in terms of cherries, maybe a little touch of strawberry in there as well. Herbiness comes through. And also perhaps a touch of vanilla, which I think we can ascribe to the 14 months in oak. So an oaky, red fruit, cherry, strawberry aroma with that kind of herby and vanilla overtones as well. Very pleasant indeed. Let's try it now in the palate and see how we get on. Here we go. Now, this is a tannic wine, but due to that, I think 3 grams of residual sugar, it's fairly smooth in the mouth. Medium to full-bodied. Let's try it again. With some very, very distinctive combinations of flavours. First thing I'm getting is the tannic nature of the wine, which is at the same time relatively smooth in the palate. There is cherry in there for certain, but also plum. Dark plum is in there. An oakiness, naturally, due to the way in which the wine has been aged. Something there which I can't quite pin down, but I think we would probably put it somewhere in the area of certainly stronger than blackcurrant, but licorice, I think, is the flavour which is coming through at the back of the mouth as the wine unfolds. Plum and cherry, blackcurrant unfold into something slightly stronger, more in the direction of licorice. Very, very interesting combination of flavours indeed. Now, what are we going to be enjoying a wine like this with? Well, I don't think this is a wine for everyday drinking. This really is a wine that needs some food of a distinct nature to go with it, and probably in the direction of dark meat, I would think, probably lamb or beef. Grilled food would work very well. Indeed, if you wish to push the boat out, you know, with your summer barbecue, this would make an ideal wine, slightly better quality wine, of course, than perhaps we would normally associate with an extempore barbecue, but certainly this would go very well with grilled food, and also, of course, with more wintry casserole kind of dishes. This is a wine, I think, which you should decant an hour or so ahead of time. Let some air get to the wine, and also I think this is a wine that doesn't need to be served quite at room temperature. You could easily cool the wine a little, serve it around 16 or 17 degrees centigrade, so about 3 or 4 degrees probably below room temperature. This is also a wine which I think will age quite nicely in cellar for several years, so maybe 5 years or so in cellar. You could well age this wine, and I'm sure it would improve during that time. All right, let's bring you the heads up on this wine. This is Lapostolle Cuvée Alexandre Merlot. The vintage is 2014. It's from the Valle de Cochagua, 175 kilometers or so southwest of Santiago, the capital of Chile. The producer is French. The terroir couldn't be more Chilean. This is quality New World Merlot with gorgeous red fruit, easy on the oak, perfect with a leg of lamb. If that's your thing, a wine that fully deserves 4 stars out of 5. Okay folks, many thanks for tuning in and checking out this week's video and the little review of a Chilean red with a very French character, Lapostolle Cuvée Alexandre Merlot. Nice stuff indeed, great with dark meat. Okay, if you've enjoyed what you've seen and heard, then please do feel free to give us a big thumbs up, drop a comment down below. Please do subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon if you want to be informed about every new video that's uploaded. Share the video around naturally. And remember, I'll be back again next week with another great wine of the week for you. But until we meet again, this is Tony Melba signing off and saying, hey, take care out there. Be good to each other and see you again soon. Cheers.